Outtake, Daddy's big news. All right, we've got Blue set up.
Okay.
How many times is that going to fall over during our podcast? All right, it's a Jurassic world and we're just living in it. No?
No?
Okay, well, next time you can come up with the cold open, all right? This is Gotta See 'Em All, and it's our very first edition of our new Father-Son podcast where we what?
We go to movies in the movie theater and rate them just for you.
That's right. I'm Kenny.
And I'm Brody.
And we're very fortunate that we have a very large blockbuster summer with movies like Fantastic Four and Superman. But today, we're starting with
Jurassic World.
Rebirth. Yeah. But before we get there, let's start with a nice funny joke. Break the ice. Let's get our nerves going, yeah?
What's a cow's favorite place to go?
Uh-oh. What?
The movie theater.
The movies. Oh, boy. All right.
Dad joke.
All right. Very nice. Well, before we get to Jurassic World Rebirth, let's start with a little segment called What You Watching, What You Playing. So what you been watching on TV this week?
I've been watching Mythbusters.
Mythbusters. That's what I have written down, that you've been watching Mythbusters. How's that? That's an old show, but you've been digging it, huh?
It's really fun.
Yeah. What was your favorite myth that they busted or not busted? Anything come to mind?
That a fart can kill you.
It can kill you?
No.
No. Okay, that's good.
It cannot kill you.
I farted a couple times. All right, moving on. I've been watching Ironheart with your mom. You started it.
Yeah.
You didn't finish it.
Nope.
We haven't finished it yet, but we're working through it. It's not bad. It's not as bad as some of the Marvel shows that we've watched, like what comes to mind, Secret Invasion.
Ew.
That was terrible. It's not bad. I can tell why kids might not like it. There's not a whole lot of fun themes going on.
Nope.
I read a lot of comic books. Riri Williams is the heroine in the show. In the comic books, she starts off in the Iron Man book as Iron Man's replacement. Tony Stark dies in the comics, and then she comes and she's a genius. In this one, I don't know if you remember from Wakanda Forever, she helps Shuri in her missions, and then this show starts off as that has N, and she's been at MIT. She gets kicked out of MIT. All of her technology is confiscated, so she got to start from scratch. She gets involved in some crimes. This doesn't really seem like an Iron Man show as much as it seems more like a Doctor Strange show. A lot of mystery, a lot of magic. We're not done with it yet, but
I've heard that Doctor Strange got the good cloak, but the new guy here got Dormammu's cloak, which is the bad cloak.
Maybe you might have something there. Maybe you might have to finish it. You're close. Not Dormammu. There's another bad guy that you you might have heard of him. We're not going to give out spoilers until maybe that next one. All right. And then there's one show that we're watching together. Do you remember?
Oh, crap.
It's Knight Rider.
Yes.
Yeah, 1980s old Knight Rider. A shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who does not exist.
Nope.
And I made you watch it. I think you kind of like it. At least enough to let's have it in the background while you're doing some other things.
Yeah, I do. I actually kind of like it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It holds up. I mean, some of the banter between Michael Knight and Kit holds up, and then some of the technology is fun to just watch and goof on. But anyway, all right. And then so that's what we've been watching, what we've been playing. I know you've been still killing the Minecraft, and then what? I think we tried Fortnite's Blitz Royale.
Yes.
Pretty cool. What do you think of that?
Favorite.
It's your favorite? It's your favorite for now?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I'm a fast-paced player, and it's really more fun.
Drop in and knock them out, and it's over in less than 5 minutes. None of these 20 minutes to come in third place, second place.
And then just sit there, because it's more like I can just, when we have 10 minutes until we got to go, I can just be like, what do I want to do? Just do that, because it's not going to take 20 minutes.
Drop in, 5 Minute Island. All right, so that's what we've been watching, what we've been playing. Now, one more thing in our what we've been watching, because we did a little bit of research for this. We watched the 3 Jurassic World films before this. We didn't know if we had to have some of the prerequisite knowledge. So we watched them. Thank goodness for summer break, where we can watch 3 movies in a week real fast, right?
Yeah.
So what you want to go through Jurassic World? What we watched, what they kind of went through, a little recap.
Okay.
You know, I don't think it wasn't really necessary.
No, it was not.
But we watched them, so let's talk about it.
Okay.
Okay, so the first one, Jurassic World.
Yes.
Right? We have Owen.
Yes.
Not even Owen. And Claire, employees of Jurassic World theme park, where now the dinosaurs basically somewhere between an amusement park
and a
zoo. Yeah.
Kind of.
And the theme is we can, but should we? Because the scientists make another dinosaur. They kind of mix up a couple. The mystery, we don't know what they mixed them up. But what was the dinosaur called? Big? Super big? No, it's hurting our brain, isn't it?
No.
Indominus.
And the
Indominus Rex. We got there. Well, the Indominus Rex breaks free.
And tries to wipe out everything.
Everything gets wiped out, and there's a couple of kids. That's Claire's niece or Claire's nephews, and they gotta save them. They get away in a 1992 Jeep Sahara that apparently is just fine after 20,
like
35 years.
35 years.
Yeah. All it needed was a battery. Not to mention the turpentine in the gas tank. But it's fine, and they get away, and then
the raptors.
The T-Rex fights them. The raptor fights them. Everyone's new favorite dinosaur, Blue's there.
Yep.
And the day is saved.
Yep.
But the dinosaurs are left on the island. And
all alone.
All alone. But that's okay. They're fine, right?
Fine, yeah.
Sorry we made you. They're probably happier without us.
Yeah.
They're not being, walked around in the zoo.
Controlled.
That leads us to Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Where now there's a volcano going to erupt on the island.
So then the dinosaurs will be extinct.
Yep. And so a partner of the original Jurassic Park guy, he decides he's going to save them. He wants to save them, right?
It was his brother who
his
told
brother?
the guy, or his...
If only I had a device that can look it up. But this seems more fun, right?
Yeah.
All right, so they're going to try and save them, or at least that's what they tell Claire. We need your help to save them.
We need your help to save
And Claire doesn't think she can help rescue Blue without Owen. And apparently, even though Owen and Claire were kissing at the end of the first one, something happened and they're no longer together.
And he's mad at her.
He's kind of mad at her. Anyway... So they go to the island, and they're going to rescue Blue. And it turns out the people that were there to rescue Blue were not very good people.
No.
Nope, and they were bad. And then they took the ones that they needed. Blue got shot.
Yes.
Claire and Owen are stuck on the island. And the volcano goes off, and all the excitement. And then they end up hopping on the boat. As they're driving away, we all cry because the Brontosaurus on the dock.
It's just...
And then they got to mix T-Rex blood into Blue to save his life. And then they're in the house. And in the house, they
are auctioning dinosaurs off.
For money, because these are not good people.
Nope.
And the Dr. Wu is there again, and he made another bad dinosaur.
Which replicated
bad
the
raptor. And raptor and Indominus mix. And he gets out, and who would have thought he gets out?
Who would have thought?
And there's a clone of the owner's house's daughter, and she just figures it out, and now everyone's dead, and she's an orphan, and Claire and Owen adopt her. And we're jumping through this really fast. And at the end of the movie, all the dinosaurs are free, and they're practically all on Earth.
Yeah.
So it's basically, And that leads us to Jurassic World Dominion. And so real fast, recap Dominion for us. Dinosaurs are everywhere. They're just practically part of the world. You just drive down the road and there's a dinosaur just like you'd see a deer. Yep. Oh boy. Okay. Yep.
And Owen has finally finished his cabin he's been working on.
I forgot about the cabin. Yep. Cabin's done. Yep.
Cabin's done.
Everybody living there like a hammer.
Everybody living there. Adopted.
Yep.
But one day they hear Blue. And Blue he is screeching, but then finally they find Blue, and Blue has a baby.
Oh, okay. Yep.
And this is the part.
And then you don't know?
No.
Okay.
Until later.
Oh, and then so people kidnap Blue.
And the clone.
And the clone girl, who's now their daughter.
Yes.
Because they want them for science, because that's all this is ever about.
Science,
we collect things for science. Yeah. And then they're all in the laboratory somewhere.
You forgot about people.
I didn't watch this one because by this point I got real tired of dinosaurs. So we watched 3 fast. So that's why I said, Brody, break it down for us.
So then there's the scientist lady from the first Jurassic Park.
Long time ago.
Yep. And person I call Fossil Digger.
The Fossil Digger guy.
The Fossil Digger guy who was also from the first Jurassic Park. But then the scientific lady found the locusts that were everywhere because that's the new thing.
Yeah.
Not dinosaurs, locusts.
Locusts.
But then she has to go tell him about it, and then eventually they decide to go to Biosyn, which is
there we go.
Making the locusts.
Yes.
And they try to go research them and figure out what's happening. But while they're there in the lab, they find Maisie, the clone girl. And they're trying to get away from the island because they have someone inside working with them with samples.
Yep.
But then the thing they're trying to get out of shuts down.
Oh, stuck.
They're stuck.
They're stuck.
And then you're found in a mining cave with lots of dinosaurs.
The rise dinosaurs.
But while all this is happening, Owen and Claire with this random pilot lady are trying to get to save Maisie and Blue's
I saw
baby.
that part.
You did.
The pterodactyls attacked this really old plane, which is surprise works at all, and then
crash into ice.
Claire ejects, which she survives, and then Owen and the pilot lady crash headfirst into a frozen lake.
But
I assume they're fine.
And they are alive.
Okay, that's all right. This is a popcorn movie. We're okay with it still.
But then there is another dinosaur who looks like just a plain raptor.
Yep.
Kind of Spinosaurus mix. But then they realized it punches through the ice and starts swimming. It's a swimming raptor.
In cold water.
Okay. And then finally he breaks up and grabs Owen. But then somehow they get down a very rinky-dink elevator and they're safe.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
And I assume everybody meets up.
But first, the inside guy, the guy fires the Thor Ragnarok Grandmaster.
Oh, Grandmaster.
Has to get fired, but then the inside guy escorts him so he can get out. Because he knows all the secrets. So he can tell everyone.
Yep.
But remember they're stuck in the cave?
Yep.
Well, Grandmaster figures out the code to save them. And they get out of the cave, and eventually everyone meets up, but then there's a big dino chase in the car. And then they have to get up into this thing. But then the Grandmaster stays behind and hides under the car, just like in the first Jurassic Park.
Okay.
And finally they get inside the big building, and they defeat the T-Rex looking thing chasing them.
Yep.
But then Fire Locust gets out.
Oh my gosh. I'm so sad I missed this one.
And burn the island.
Yeah.
So all the dinosaurs with their chips in their necks are escorted to the safe zone. And that safe zone's not very safe. No. Because all the T-Rexes, and all the predators are all in there. To get out, they have to use a helicopter. But remember that pterodactyl that was sent after them to crash the first plane?
Yeah, sure.
Well, it's going to get sent again if they take off again. So they have to somehow shut down that system, which they do.
The pterodactyl interceptor system?
Yeah. Okay. And then they shut that system down. Finally, everyone gets on the helicopter. But as they're leaving, always the T-Rex fight.
Cool.
Every single time.
But that was probably cool. T-Rex fight.
But this time, a furry dinosaur helps.
Okay. Cool.
And that's the end.
And then everybody got back where they needed to be. And then Owen brought Blue's baby back, and everybody kisses and hugs and says thank you. We'll see you again later, maybe.
Okay. The new one.
All right, so that's where we're at. Just a warning, we are going to talk about nothing but spoilers from here on out for the new one. Yes. And this is called Jurassic World. We said it once, say it again. Rebirth. Starring Scarlett Johansson and Mahershala Ali. And A guy who I was told is from Bridgerton.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think I know who it is.
The doctor.
It's the doctor.
Dr. Bridgerton.
Dr. Bridgerton.
All right, so we start the movie 17 years ago on a different island.
A different island, not
so now there's three islands, right? There's Isla Nublar, which was Jurassic Park, and Jurassic World. There's another island that was Jurassic Park 2, where they put some extra ones, and now we're on our third island. This is, I wrote it down, but I've misplaced it. Who cares? It's the third island.
And we're going to call it Mutation Island.
Mutation Island.
Because there's no regular dinosaurs.
Yeah. It's an InGen again laboratory. And look what they're doing. They're trying to mutate, mix up dinosaurs. We learn a little bit more later. We'll probably get to that. Okay. But here, there's a couple of people who are going in and out of laboratory. And one guy is eating what?
A Snickers!
A Snickers! And
pay attention to Snickers!
Litters! And that Snickers wrapper follows him about throughout the entire lab, just bouncing like a little ball of Snicker wrappers. And the doors open, and they're in these containment suits, and the Snicker wrapper gets sucked into a door, and it destroys this entire lab.
Poor little Snickers wrapper shuts down all the electricity.
All the electricity starts blinking, blink, 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 and then the doors, they say, containment open, containment open. Everybody goes, oh, what happened? And they start running, and then you don't really see what the monster is. You just see a little thing that says D, as in dog, or donut, or whatever. D-Rex.
Like the T-Rex.
You don't know what it is, but you assume it's scary. Because it's big. Because they're running. And there's some teeth, and then the guy probably dies. Who knows? Because it's like, bah, done.
He's like,
right.
And then probably dies.
And so we flash forward to now, or at least 2027, apparently, in the movie.
Wow.
Yeah. So 2027, public interest in dinosaurs is gone. Which, first of all, boggles my mind, because we'll be walking down the road, and you'll see a deer. You'll be like, oh, deer! Or horse. People go, look, cows! Smell that? Pigs. Oh my gosh, that squirrel's black. Like, do you think seeing a real dinosaur walking down the road is gonna get boring?
No.
I mean, I can understand, but they're like, nope. People are literally in New York City going, oh crud, the dinosaur slowed down the traffic. All right.
Oh crud, there's a brachiosaurus standing there.
And then there's news radio that's trying to explain to you in the background that now dinosaurs, they don't survive in our world very well. The Dr. Bridgerton talks about it a little bit later, and he says that dinosaurs, climate's too hard, there's not enough oxygen, the rays from the sun are different, and they can't survive where they're at. They die unless a few of them are around the equator. And that's okay. But every government of the entire world, which they've mentioned about a dozen times, the governments have made going to the area around the equator illegal. Very illegal. All governments. How many times did they tell us that it's so illegal to go there?
6 or 8 times.
8 times. It's illegal to go to the equator.
It's illegal. It's illegal.
All right. Well, we are introduced to Martin Krabs, who is an executive at Parker Genetics.
Yes.
Pharmaceutical company. All right. And he tries to recruit Scarlett Johansson, who is now known as Zora, who is an ex-military covert operative who collaborates with paleontologist Dr. Bridgerton on a top secret. It's illegal again. I'm going to say this 8 different times because that's how many times they told us to retrieve biomaterial samples
from 3 different dinosaurs.
Why?
Because there are 3 different types of dinosaurs.
What kinds?
There's the aquatic ones.
We have aquatic.
There's the land.
There's the land.
And there's flying.
Flying. So we need huge flying water and land dinosaurs. They need to be huge because they have huge hearts. They said that back in their actual original timeline, they could live forever, because really long, hundreds of years, because of how
big
huge their hearts are. And we have to get the blood
to make medicine.
And it has to be from a live dinosaur, because if you get dead blood, it's no good instantly.
It's no good instantly.
We have to get super live blood.
Yes.
All right. So the Martin Krabs and now Zora go down near the equator to recruit Marshala Ali, who's now known as Duncan Kincaid. Yes. And they're set off with their dino food. I mean, group of friends.
Group of friends. Yeah.
Dino food. You know they're gonna be dino food. The
Yes.
people that you just get to know that they're gonna feed the dinosaurs.
Yeah, like you only if there's a character you only know a tiny bit, don't know so much about,
they're gonna die.
They're gonna die.
Yep.
You just know that.
Okay. So get on the boat and they're off to the very illegal area near the equator.
Very illegal.
Yeah. And while they're on their boat, notice we haven't said anything about the dinosaurs yet. We haven't seen any dinosaurs yet.
No, we've seen one at the beginning in New York City, the Brachiosaurus.
Why do they always make Brachiosaurus sad? Anyway, we haven't seen any dinosaurs, but you know what we're about to get? Sad talk.
Sad talk.
Sad talk.
So
much sad talk.
Like, my mother died, and my son died, and
my mother died. I didn't go to the funeral. My son died, and that made me get a divorce because my wife and I were so sad that we couldn't love each other. And Zora lost her partner on her last mission.
So much sadness.
And we were just sitting there going,
when's the dinosaur?
And it was like after another, like they're one-upping each other. And I think she literally said, what did she say? We are pathetic. And at this point, I went, yep. Which just made me hope that, they were going to get pretty bad later, But they didn't. I mean, we'll get there, right?
We'll get there.
Okay, so after all that, we now were introduced to another group of people.
A family.
Who is also on a sailboat in the very illegal area. The very illegal area. Why is it? All right, so who's in this family? We got Pops. Who built a boat. Very pretty boat.
Very pretty boat.
We have teenage daughter. We have young daughter.
And teenage daughter's retarded boyfriend.
Oh, terrible. And I think that's the point. And the whole point of the movie, I think, was how you were just hoping this guy would get eaten.
He doesn't. Oh.
Okay, so the four-man, the Mosasaurus, who are everybody's out there to get now, because Mosasaurus was the one from Jurassic World, 1 and 2. I don't know if he made an appearance in 3, but 1 and 2, right? So they're down there for the Mosasaurus. Our group of heroes who are out for blood are searching for it. They know where it is because when it was part of Jurassic World, it had a identity tag.
Yes.
And this pharmaceutical company bought all the assets of Jurassic World, and now they can find out where it is with the thing. So this one's easy to find. So they're searching, and the Mosasaurus just sees the sailboat and decides, I'm gonna mess with this thing, topples it over.
Also, its little minions come.
Oh yeah, they got the little
Spinosaurus.
They're all like, what is that? Mosasaurus pushes the boat over. Which was pretty sad because I was like, this gentleman looks nice, and he said he made this boat, and I was like, poor guy. Poor guy. Boat broke. Girls chugging on some candy, which is going to be a theme this whole movie.
Candy. Remember the candy.
Remember the candy.
Because we have Snickers and now licorice.
We're told that the girl, the boyfriend, that he's terrible. He's asking for help. He's like, no. Anyway, so they're calling Mayday because their boat's upside down. They're totally fine. They're just on an upside down boat.
Sinking.
Our heroes on the Mosasaurus hunters hear the Mayday and go, should we save them?
Or should we? Then a bunch of them were like, no, we're this close. Do that and then
one character, the girl, Dino Food, literally says, I see it. It's right there. And then Marshall Ali or Duncan says, no, let's go get those people that may or may not be dead or over there.
It's right there.
There's 28 miles. They said there's 28 miles away. In a boat sounds far. They see the one dinosaur. I know. We gotta rescue him. I'm sorry. My heart's like, well, there's only a chance those people are there. My $10 million dinosaur is right there. Pew, pew,
like I just shoot it and then go.
But anyway, they went. No. They got him. They rescued him. This family is a huge pain in the butt. Like, we want to go home. Take us home. And they're like, we have some things to do out here. We want to go home. Anyway.
And then they promise the island we're going to has a village. Yeah. There's a village. We'll drop you out to the village.
All right. So then there's a really cool action scene where they try to get the Mosasaurus. Scarlett Johansson, Zora shoots it, and then it misses, and she shoots it again. Gets it. She sucks up with blood, and then it, like a bottle rocket in the sky, little parachute comes out,
And they
dangles
catch
out
it.
right into their hands. So easy. They got the first vial of blood.
Did you remember when the guy got eaten? There's a guy.
No, they got the blood first.
Mhm.
Now it's time for the people eating time,
Okay.
right? So they're all sitting around. They're like, "Whoa, you got your blood? All right, so we have to go to the next spot." All of a sudden, Spinosaurus starts circling around the boat. Somebody in the crew gets eaten. Dino food. They're running from the Mosasaurus. They're running from the Spinosaurus. We got to go to shallow ground because these big old dinosaurs can't get us in the shallow ground. So they run their fancy boat right up on the island shore. Everybody jumps out, even though the boat lands on shore fine, but everybody jumps out. They're swimming. The family gets separated.
Because the guy, remember, the girl was calling, Mayday, Mayday, we need help because of all the dinosaurs.
Because all the dinosaurs.
But then the businessman's like, no, and pushes her off.
For sure. Because they're in this very illegal area. We don't want them to know about the illegal area. And to be fair, I mean, I know that they're trying to paint this guy as the bad guy, but he rescued them on his fancy boat. He's got some things to do. Why don't you just sit back and eat your M&Ms at this point, because she's moved on to M&Ms. Eat your M&Ms and wait for them to bring you home, because you should just be grateful you aren't in the middle of the sea eaten by a Mosasaurus. But no, she's trying to hail the Coast Guard.
Hail Coast Guard, bring a helicopter.
But now they get separated, right? You get separated. That family jumps off a little early.
Yes.
Because they have to go rescue teenage daughter. And everybody else runs up on shore, where we have our second dinosaur food. One of the gals is pulling some of their equipment on the shore, and the Spinosaurus just goes up and goes, whoop, pop, plucks her out.
And pulls her away.
Pretty boring as far as deaths go.
Yeah.
You don't see much. Just
cooler deaths later.
You get cooler deaths. All right. So they're separated from the family. And I wrote down that her name is Gina. So when we watched this, it was important enough for me to remember her name. Yeah. Oh, I remember, because remember when the guy grabbed her bandana out of the water and squeezes it like he's some sort of gladiator, and the blood drips down his arm, and he's like, "Grrr!" And it was like so dramatic and uncalled for. Like, I just heard her name like 1 minute ago, and now just blood.
And then blood dripping down.
Oh, it's terrible. So the family's now in the forest, trying to sleep, and there's more candy.
More candy.
Because now she met the
little tiny Triceratops.
Little tiny Triceratops thing. What was the name? Zelda?
She named it something.
Ellie? Oh, we're going to have to look this up, aren't we?
Yeah.
Teresa? I don't know. It
was Teresa.
Is it?
I think.
No.
Yeah.
No. No.
Yes. Well, meanwhile, I was looking it up.
Okay. Well, we're going to get in trouble for not remembering the only cute little dinosaur in the entire book.
The only cute one.
All right. Well, so there is a moment in the woods where Dad talks to the boyfriend and says, "Hey, you're the first one to jump in after my daughter. I really appreciate you." He's like, "Dude, what up, man? It's cool. I love her." All right. Nice little heartwarming moment. You think that this was the moment that you just like the boyfriend enough, and he's going to get eaten because he goes in the woods to pee.
He said, "I gotta go take a pee."
And one dinosaur just about to get him.
And then a big dinosaur.
And the big dinosaur eats him, and he's just standing there, just holding his wee and going, "Then the pterodactyl flies away with its meat, and then he goes, whew, and finishes eating.
A lot more.
And that's the end of our moment with the family. Because now we are off to the biggest land dinosaur.
And now,
which so far seems to be pretty easy.
The dino movie finally starts now, I think.
Yeah, them dinosaurs. So our group of Zora and Duncan and Dr. Bridgerton and the evil pharmaceutical guy, they're in a field valley, and there's these giant dinosaurs who have tails
as long as like half a mile.
Literally, like 4 football fields long. They're huge. They're kissing
and flirting,
and they got the biggest dinosaurs. They got little flaps of hair, and Dr. Bridgerton's crying because he thinks it's so beautiful.
And he's hugging the leg.
And he's hugging the leg. And even though the leg is right there, Scarlett Johansson, Zora, decides to shoot the dinosaur way up on the neck. I mean, anyway, I guess he could have just stabbed it right there, but she shoots way up there, get the blood, and everything works out perfectly. No bad dinosaurs happening now.
Nope.
And they look up over, see a giant cliff, and because if you remember, we have a flying one left. We need to go up in the air because of flying one. All right. Now we're back to family time.
Family time.
And they've been walking. And I don't remember when, but apparently Dad's got a broken leg.
Remember, he was trying to save the kid because the kid fell off with a Spinosaurus accident and his leg got snapped.
Oh. I mean, I went and peed at that time.
You did.
Okay.
You and Mom both went to get pop and pee.
Yeah, well, we went to a theater where you get unlimited free refills, and you just can't help yourself. I got to pee and more refills. But this was pretty exciting because there was a river. Teenage girl decides to cross the river because there's a little floaty boat over there or something. Maybe you don't see it. And she goes into a little shack, and there's a flashlight that, even though it's at least 17 years old, works perfectly fine. She finds an inflatable raft, and as she's dragging it out, she looks over. What does she see?
A sleeping T-Rex.
Our T-Rex of the movie came a little early.
Yes.
Wasn't expecting it already, but no, she's dragging it and dragging it. Her family's on the other side of the river going, hurry up, be quiet. And what does she do?
Inflates the raft, which goes...
She decides to inflate it in front of the T-Rex's face. And what do you think happens?
She inflates it, it wakes up.
It wakes up.
But then, basically, it's like a magic trick. And the thing lifts, it's up. And then, abracadabra, alakazam, falls down. Where's the T-Rex?
Where's the T-Rex? Pretty good cinematography there.
It's pretty good.
And then the family hops on the boat, and they're going, and the T-Rex finds them.
Yeah.
And then, as you can imagine, there's rapids and water, and the T-Rex is a pretty good swimmer.
Yes, but for how small its arms are, it's a great swimmer.
But your mom said the same thing. Like, how's the T-Rex swimming? I go, well, alligators swim. I mean, if water's deep enough, they got big old feet, and keep your head up, it's fine. So he's swimming, chasing rapids, and then at the end, they all get shoot between the raft, except for the youngest girl who's in it.
Who's under the raft.
T-Rex eats the
raft. And it doesn't pop.
The music is telling me I'm supposed to be fearful and I should scare. But I don't like this family.
No.
Like, there's no redeeming qualities.
No,
like...
There's no point
The teenage boyfriend is terrible. The girl just walks around eating M&M Mars brand candy because obviously that's who sponsored this movie.
Yes.
Teenage girl goes, yeah, I know my boyfriend sucks, but I like him. She doesn't say she loves him. She says, I like him too.
Yes.
And Dad's like, got a broken leg, his boat's bad, and he just hopes they all survive because otherwise their mom's going to be mad at him.
That's it.
Yep. They're not redeemable. I don't care much about them. I was rooting for the T-Rex.
Yes.
Yeah,
I want under the T-Rex.
They survive.
And somehow their raft survives too.
The T-Rex gets a big old mouthful, tries to bite it. I mean, they make nice boats. Who knows? But that was a really nice boat.
Really nice boat.
Okay. So the family is now rafting down the river. Should mention that the whole time they're following some pipes.
Yes.
Yes. So there's some pipes.
And the sadness is still going.
They have pipes that say InGen, and they just go, well, the heat and it's going this way, so if we just follow the pipes, which is smart, all the pipes going to end somewhere, right? Yes. All right, so now we've left the family, and now we are back with our dinosaur blood hunters.
And there's still a bunch
and they are on top of a mountain.
And then there's...
I don't know how they got there. We're just assuming that they climbed.
Yes.
Took a long time, I'm sure.
But now they're going down.
Yeah, man, because they know there's a nest below us.
But why wouldn't they just climb up to it instead of going down?
They don't show you the path. They might have just walked up the hill and then they had to go down the face. Climbing is a lot harder than rappelling. So I took an easy walkway up and then rappelled down because there's a crevice, hole, whatever. They rappel. And they get in there and there's nothing there but a nest of eggs. So who's down there? We've got Dr. Bridgerton
and
Scarjo Zora.
Scarjo
Zora. French Dino Food.
French Dino Food. Just Frenchman.
French Dino Food, yep. Mm-hmm. Okay, so they're down there, and there's eggs in the nest, and Dr. Bridgerton says, if we just stab it and suck up scientific mumbo-jumbo, can't mess up the embryo, I don't know. If we suck up whatever we got, that's all we need. She's like, cool. And then she looks around and goes, wow, we're in some sort of ancient temple. And they're like, this looks like some Indiana Jones stuff. Like this looks like it's going to be
important.
Yeah.
Could be important.
All right, could be important because also pharmaceutical doctor and Duncan, or the pharmaceutical evil man and Duncan
Are up there.
are up there, and they go, look, these are some secret stairs.
And they
Come check this out. They walk over and check it out. And I go, what's that going to be? Spoiler alert. It's nothing.
nothing.
It's nothing.
The
It never turned out to be anything.
The temple's nothing.
I mean, you could build a nest in a temple, go, look at me, temple. But they say, look, it's a temple. Oh my goodness, it's a temple. We're in a temple. Look, there's stairs to a temple. Something about this temple. And again, they hit you upside the head with this temple. And payoff, nothing.
Like, also with that, this is a legal area.
Oh, it's a legal area. You would think that if it's so illegal and so dangerous to go down there,
You have to be
maybe
more
there would
sneaky.
be more sneaky. Maybe we'd have to like run
Submarine.
from, instead of just dinosaurs, maybe we'd be running from world police. I don't know.
But no,
anyway,
nothing.
What do you think happens when you go into a dinosaur's nest?
The dinosaur comes.
He comes back. And of course, oh, I dropped the vial. I got the vial. I dropped the vial.
I
The
caught it.
Frenchman's on the rope, and he's yelling up to Duncan and evil pharmaceutical, help, pull me up. So they pull him up, pull him up. There's excited. The dinosaur's chasing. He's chasing the Frenchman.
But then you don't see him, and they keep pulling.
They keep pulling. They think, oh, he's almost up. And as they pull him up, this was the best death.
They're pulling
Not that
up.
I'm excited about death, but sometimes Jurassic Park, they have really cool ones. Like, the toilet one.
Yeah.
And, they just got, and then the guy who was in the laboratory in Jurassic World, the evil army man. But this was the best death I think I've seen in Jurassic Park. He was like a little bird, just like, goop, goop, spit him out, goop, goop. Oh,
Like a worm.
like a worm. Oh, it was cool. And then flies away.
Just flies away.
So that was enough. I'm full. Meanwhile, they're having a hard time down there. Dr. Bridgerton and Zora are having a hard time getting the little sample.
And then Dr. Bridgerton falls.
Just falls. Straight up.
Like maybe 500
It
feet.
appears to be huge.
Huge.
He just falls. I'm like, oh, that's deadly.
And he lands in
Hit the couple leaves.
Then lands in looks like an inch thick water.
Yep. And then everybody else just kind of
Walks down the stairs.
zips down, goes down the stairs. They're down there going, cool, we got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we did forget a very important part early on. Is when they got off their abandoned boat. They have no way off the island, right?
Nope.
Zora says, guys, don't worry. I have a plan. I decided that if something bad was going to happen, I paid a lot of money to another group of people who would fly over in their helicopter for 2 minutes. And if they saw me, they would rescue us. And if they didn't, they'd move on.
Yep.
I'm like,
That's a lot of money for 2 minutes.
Sure. Well, because she was afraid of the world police. Right. All right. So they're like, quick, we need to get to this laboratory center. Well, you know who else is on their way to the laboratory center because they're following the pipes.
The family.
The family. And everybody gets there at the same time. And it's dusk. Like nighttime has fallen. And they're all like, okay, let's get to the helipad. And all of a sudden you hear
and then a roar.
And a humming and a roar. And Dr. Bridgerton goes, don't worry. It's nighttime. The generators turn on.
Why don't you need the generator?
And the entire area lights up.
Like it's a city.
Like it's a city. And in the middle of an abandoned island, which apparently is surrounded by laboratories, we're at a gas station.
Yes.
A 7-Eleven from 17 years ago, which I'm going to pull back later, gas station. Which, as soon as the lights come on, the dinosaurs come.
Of course.
And what's our first dinosaur? Do you remember? It's a flying raptor mix.
Oh, yeah, that thing.
I called it a raptordactyl. I call it a raptordactyl.
And I call it a teenage mutant dinosaur.
Yeah, because some people, all right, no, not Dr. Bridgerton, the pharmaceutical evil man. Krabby, he hops on a car and drives away, which is stuck on a siren. So he's driving through this everywhere. Okay, everybody else, Zora goes under a car or goes under something you know.
First, the pharmaceutical man, they're both under the car.
Okay. Zora and pharmaceutical man go under a car. Everybody else goes into the gas station. Then you have like the raptor sneaking around corners looking for them. You have Dr. Pepper and Doritos, which I'd like to mention that even though the last time Doritos were shipped to this island, they did not look like they do 17 years ago. They look like today.
And
Just
the Dr.
saying,
Pepper looks like today.
A little bit of continuity there, people, right?
Oh, and don't remember, they have like a good 5 seconds of you just staring at the candy. Snickers, Twix, M&Ms.
We have Doritos and Dr. Pepper. Like, are you hungry yet? Because if you don't have those things, you're going to want them anyway. All right. So they're in there. Dinosaurs are scary. They run around.
And
right?
the little kid.
Pharmaceutical man hops in the car, takes off with the samples. Zora goes, my car that I was hiding under is gone. So far for being a hero mercenary, she really hasn't done anything very...
You missed something.
Yeah, tell me.
He chain cuffed it.
Oh, he chain cuffed his case. Because
that's going to be important later.
Yeah, because everybody was like, this guy is kind of shady because he kicked that girl off the boat. And he's like, but money.
And then he locks it to himself. That's going to be important.
Yeah. So now, after all that, he's driving away. They see the helicopter coming in like, we got 2 minutes to get to this helicopter.
2 minutes.
Right? And so Dr. Bridgerton runs over to the helicopter.
Like,
turning on the lights, gets a pocket full of
flares.
Like
5.
The helicopter's about to leave.
And then he shoots a flare.
He shoots a flare, and they're coming. They see him. He turns it around. And as that helicopter's coming.
Do you remember?
I do remember. I'm getting you.
But the flares always, remember, in every movie, attract a T-Rex.
Mm-hmm.
There's something different in this
what?
movie.
Do you remember from the beginning?
A T-Rex.
T-Rex. And thank goodness, all we do is see its teeth this time because we're like, ooh, that's pretty scary. And it eats the helicopter.
And then it comes out with the helicopter in its mouth.
And what does it look like? Tell them what it looks like. Tell the people what it looks like.
So it's basically a T-Rex, but has a giant
it's a T-Rex mouth.
The mouth.
But then there's a
big
hand.
And everything T-Rex, but then there's a giant little bubble with moving with a brain in it.
And then looks like they took the arms off of John Cena or The Rock and gave him big old muscle arms.
Yes.
And it's the goofiest, ugliest looking thing
in the world.
I'm not even scared. I'm just going, what? What is this?
And it also looks like the first ever Godzilla CGI.
Oh, yeah. Terrible. All right.
Terrible CGI.
And so Dr. Bridgerton goes, oh, gosh, I got to run. So he runs. And Zora runs. And the family runs. And they all end up, and Duncan runs. And they're all in the catacombs underneath the laboratory town. And they see a little bit of the laboratory.
And the dead skull, weird two-headed dinosaur.
And they realize, oh, this is gross stuff is happening here. We got to go. And they look over somehow through the sky, whatever. They find out there's a boat. Mm-hmm. They find a boat. And they go, we got to get to that boat. So they're running underneath the catacombs, whatever, trying to look. I've got a map in my head. I don't know. Then they get, and there's a wall. And they see the boat. Meanwhile, they're being chased by raptordactyls. Raptordactyls. All right, so they're running towards the boat. They're almost to the boat.
And then there's
evil pharmaceutical man is driving to the boat with his sirens. Woo, woo, woo. So he's being chased by the D-Rex because of the siren.
But you don't know yet.
Yeah, he's being chased and running. And the people are on the ground and they're stuck. They see the boat and they're stuck. And they go, how are we going to get out?
The little kid.
Then the little kid creeps through, opens the door. They all run out. They got to close the door. Duncan's standing there trying to, I'm pretty sure Duncan's dying now.
Duncan's dying now because it's all
his
special moment.
Yes, because, I'm kind of skipped over part, but Duncan is, sad because his kid died, so he sees the youngest daughter of, this family, and he's like, I kind of want to save them, right? So this is his moment. He's going to sacrifice himself. Gate closes. They're safe. Cool. Whew, Duncan survives, right?
Yes.
Now the D-Rex is here.
The D-Rex is now going after the man.
And the man is driving to the boat. So he's flying with his car.
And then the
D-Rex. And this is the end of Pharmaceutical Man. And how does he die?
So the D-Rex comes up and literally rips him off.
Yeah.
Right? But you see his hand and the case with it, because remember, he chain cuffed himself to it. So when he ate it, his arm ripped off.
Yep.
And the case with an arm on it is sitting there.
Yep. So I don't remember Dr. Bridgerton or Azora. They pick up the case because they still want to do they still want to make the medicine. And at this point they're going, maybe we don't want to make the medicine for $1 billion.
Because it's going to be $1 billion.
Maybe we want to make the medicine for everybody. We'll talk about it later. That's what they say. So the pharmaceutical man's eaten. Mm-hmm. But the D-Rex is still hungry.
Yes.
And he's coming after
everyone.
But we remember the flares.
Remember the flares in his pocket? Yeah. And Duncan wants to save this little
He wants to save everybody. He wants to save his friend Zora. He wants to save people with bad hearts.
He wants to save the little kid.
He wants to save the little kid and the family. He wants to save everybody. I've got this. Don't worry about me. And there are tears. There are hugs. There's like, oh, no. And Duncan takes off. He's lighting flares at each hand. He's running through the jungle water. I'm like, he's getting leeches. He's going to die. He knows he's going to die. Everyone knows he's going to die. Everyone on the boat's already crying. Yeah. They're hitting the boat, getting the boat, and they're driving away. They're like, Duncan, no. And Duncan's running, and that D-Rex is right in all of its ugliness. Oh, it's the ugliest dinosaur I've ever seen. Ugliest. Oh, it's so ugly. Not even. And it's coming in, and Duncan is laying back against the trees. His water's up to his chin, and he's just got this grin like, I know, but this is my time. And what happens?
So the driving away.
Well, they're looking. You don't see Duncan die.
You don't see Duncan die,
but you see the flares. The flares just go out.
Out.
Everyone cries.
Everyone cries like, no,
and
Duncan.
They're like, oh man. They're driving off, and they're, the boat. They're driving off through the water that's infested with dinosaurs that they had to escape earlier. But that's okay. It's fine now. Nighttime, right? Oh, Duncan. Oh.
And then
all of a sudden, what do you see?
A light.
I mean, this is literally 10 seconds later.
10 seconds later, you see a flare go off.
A flare go off. And Scarjozora says, and they turn the boat around, follow the flare. He's got another flare out so they can find him. And he's got this.
But the D-Rex is like, this is an attracting light for a D-Rex.
There are so many questions. Well, I don't know. We're going to spend minutes on this. He's got a flare. He shot a flare to tell him he's there.
And then he's holding another flare.
Holding another flare in his hand. And he's got this biggest smile like, you found it. And everybody, I mean, I get it. You want him for the next movie, I'm sure, because for some reason this movie made a lot of money. But, like, what happened to D-Rex? Like, is the D-Rex, like, drown? Mm-hmm. Is he allergic to Mashallah Ali? I'm just saying. Like, did he get down there and go, no, I'm allergic to humans, because...
Is this but he's already eaten one?
Maybe the pharmaceutical man's giving him some indigestion.
Yeah.
And he went, I don't want 2 of those. I've had one. I've had plenty. And then instead of, maiming him or pushing him underwater, he just goes, nope. I'm going to get your flare wet. And then I'm going to move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he has another flare, which attracts the D-Rex, but if not...
I wrote on my notes, enter ugly Godzilla with 6 arms. And then I was just standing there dumbfounded by all the action. And I'm actually sad for Duncan. Then I crossed it out and wrote, never mind.
He's alive.
Terrible. Terrible, terrible. Oh, well, I mean, we didn't mean to start this podcast as one that we're going to, just lambaste every movie. I have high hopes for Superman.
And Fantastic.
I have high hopes for Fantastic Four. And if they're good, we will gush over them all. But it's safe to say, I wasn't a fan.
This movie sucks. Straight out sucks.
Okay, it was so bad that I enjoyed it so much. There's movies where you go, oh, that was not great. What a waste of money.
And there's movies like, you walk out and it's good and you just don't talk about it anymore.
We could go through a whole list of things, but some movie, that was bad. That was a waste of time. This was so beyond terrible that it just took me out, and now I was just looking at what it was bad about them.
It's so bad.
I didn't care about the people. I didn't care about the dinosaurs. I felt bad that the T-Rex didn't get a good meal.
Nope.
Like, he didn't get a good battle. He got nothing. The T-Rex looked like you or I drew it. I don't know. I can't even.
Looks like
you give the dinosaur human arms and a bubble face and say, "There, that's our scary bad guy."
It looked like you mixed bubbles.
I remember when they made these movies and you sold toys, and they're like, "Look, we have some toys sit out here." It's like, dinosaurs. Like, can you imagine buying a toy of the T-Rex that's like got a bubble brain and Dwayne the Rock Johnson arms? Terrible. I wouldn't give that to you as a kid.
No, and maybe like a slime thing in there? No.
So, we haven't talked about this because I wanted to keep it a secret, or we could talk about the thoughts of it on our podcast here. But I was thinking that, we have a side podcast that we're still feeling out called Gotta Taste Them All. Our first episode was an episode that we hope to share about donuts. And you're going to come to find out that we love donuts. Donuts are at least my favorite food. I'm sure you love them nearly as much as I do.
Love them.
And so I was thinking that when we get down to the end of our podcast or end of our reviews, that instead of rating it on 1 to 10 or 1 to 5, that we're going to go 1 to a dozen donuts. With a baker's dozen of 13 being the rare gem, movie. I would imagine that we probably may never have a baker's dozen donuts.
No.
So basically, this is like a 1 out of 12. Okay. But we're going to call them donuts. 1 being the worst. 6 being middle of the road. 12 or 13 baker's dozen is creme. So where do you put this on the scale of 1 to 12 donuts?
I put it at 3 donuts.
3 donuts. Okay.
It was that bad.
I know. And I was thinking like earlier, you were talking about 1 out of 10 because I didn't want to take out donuts and you went like 1. I was like, well, it was a good time. Sometimes
I'm saying 3 because it was so bad that it was good.
I love the music, and the music tried so hard to make me care. We've been listening while we set up for the podcast, the soundtrack for an hour and a half. While I drew this. We love the music, and the music was so good. I mean, because it's the same score that, John Williams wrote in 1992. It's so good. I mean, they just changed it a little bit. But the music kept trying so hard to make me care. There was the action with the T-Rex, and then there was the sad part at the end. And it's just like, I tried so hard, but it can't help us. It can't help us. So 3 donuts, I like that. I think I'm going to agree. I'm going to go with 3 donuts. I mean, I like donuts. I'll eat 3 and be fine. I might not share with anybody, but yeah. So I say 3 donuts is good. I would recommend that if you haven't seen it, save your money for Fantastic Four,
or
save your money for Superman, save your money for How to Train Your Dragon or F1. I've heard good things about all those.
And I've heard good things about Lilo and Stitch too.
Lilo and Stitch is supposed to be great. Maybe we'll get to those ourselves, when they come out on video, but save your money for those. And watch this on Peacock
when it comes out. Probably in a week.
It's surprisingly doing well. Apparently, all we had to do was put a Marvel actor, ScarJo, versus Chris Pratt.
Yes.
Right? We'll put a Marvel actor.
You always need
and
Marvel
dinosaurs.
Actors.
Marvel actor, dinosaurs, solid soft reboot.
Yes.
And people will go. And they are. We did.
We did.
And the reviews are mixed, which is mind-boggling.
Yes.
Mind-boggling.
How could you like that?
This was hot trash.
Hot garbage.
Hot garbage. All right. Well, as of recording this podcast, Superman came out today.
Yes.
And I hope that we're going to see it in the next couple of days. Give us a couple minutes or give us a day or two to watch it, rehash it, and then we'll do another episode, hopefully next week.
Yes.
And this has been a what?
Gotta see them all.
Gotta see them all with Kenny and
Brody.
Thank you for joining us, and like and subscribe and all that happy jazz.